Hello, it's Hannah from Once Upon a Time, and I got a laptop for Christmas. I now have a webcam, and you get the privilege of actually seeing my ugly mug on the internet. Okay? It's Clock Rewinders Day, and I thought I might go over some of my Christmas stuff on a vlog. I know some people hate that word, but tough. So I'm gonna start with some of the stuff I got before Christmas. But there's actually quite a lot of stuff, so don't judge me, alright? Cool. First of all, I got was actually one of the last review books I accepted. The Lost Girl by Stengu Mandana. This is a dystopian about, so she is an echo, which means that when the person she is echoing dies, she has to take their place, and obviously she has her own personality and stuff to deal with, so I thought that sounded quite good. So got Scent of Magic by Maria V. Snyder. She is actually one of my must-read authors. I read Poison Study, Magic Study, and Fire Study all in one big go, and I fell in love with them a little bit. So I read Touch Power last year, and this is the new one in that series. The Trouble with Fate by Lee Evans. It's about a half fae, half werewolf. I know there's a lot of urban fantasy about half this, half that, but this one kind of just appeals to me, so I was just like, yeah, okay. Yes, please. This one came through Wednesday. Cupcakes at Carrington's by Alexandra Brown. She is a debut chick lit author, published by HarperCollins, and it just sounds quite funny. Just me, my little thing. I had considered buying this one, so when it came through, I hadn't actually requested it, but I wasn't exactly disappointed, let's just say that. This is one I bought secondhand through a website called bookfinder.com, which is a really handy place to find affordable books. Chronicles of the Black Company by Glenn Cook. This is a fantasy trilogy written in the mid-80s when fantasy was all farm boys going on a great destiny with a wizard. You know, that kind of thing. The Fantasy Faction Book Club are going to be reading The Black Company next month in February, which is the first in the trilogy. £5. This one, I'm on book 4 at the moment, and I'm trying to get myself back in the right mood to finish the series, but I'd like to this year, as I am doing Seriously Series challenge to actually read some series, which I joined FictFact to help with that, which is a very handy little website. I will link to it below. The most recent Suki book, Deadlocked by Charlene Harris. This was on the Book People for £2. It was £2.80 post packaging, so it came to £4.80. This is the last review book I have coming in for a while. A Passionate Love Affair with a Total Stranger by Lucy Robinson. This is her second book. I loved her first book. It was really funny and okay, so it was a slightly cliche chick lit story, but I really like those. They make me happy, so I read them. I was going to buy this, Lucy Robinson, when I was kind of pining at her. I'm nice like that. She sent me to Felicity, the publicist at Penguin, and Felicity was very kind to send me a review copy, which is actually something I'm going to review quite soon because it's one of my most. I can't wait. This one's all about internet dating. Yeah. Okay. Birth myths. My birthday was the 7th of December, and obviously Christmas was the 25th. And I have some very good blogging friends. Really wish I could have afforded to pay them back in some way. Like, got them a book in return, but I'm skipped. I would like to thank Angelia, really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, of the Oaken Bookcase, the first 4 of the Dark Tower series. I actually found book 6 in a charity shop and book 7 in a closing down sale in a local bargain bookshop, so I'm only missing book 5. I know it's a slow starter, so I'm pre-warned, but I hear they get really, really good, so I will give these a good go. Karina of Nocturnal Book Reviews, she had already bought me a book for my birthday, which was Throne of Glass, which I adored, so it's really nice to have a finished copy. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've never tried to pronounce her name before. It's really good. I love that cover, it's gorgeous. Jamie. Thank you. And Hannah of Booking in Heels. You. Right? She had already sent me Perdido Street Station by China Mieville, the Penguin edition of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, which is gorgeous, and Battle Royale for my birthday. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. Mine. I love it. Thank you, Hannah. I am a big series watcher. I'm not big on telly, but I like to own them on DVD if I like them. For the Vampire Diaries, seasons 1 to 3. I am absolutely addicted to this series. I have a little crush on Damon. Who doesn't? I never caught this series, but I hear a lot of people raving about it. So I checked it out, and I'm absolutely freaking addicted. Supernatural, seasons 1 to 7. I was watching it yesterday. Sam is stary. Because while we were in Leicester over Christmas, I absolutely had to go book shopping. Leicester has a 2-floored store of the works, which is a fantastic place to find cheap books, and many, many, many charity shops. The first charity shop that we went into, so I could have a nice little browse and a summer fling, which I probably won't read until near the summer. I haven't disliked a single thing about either of the Millie Johnson books I've read, so I'm really excited to finish all of her books. Legend by David Gemmell. I did also see Scott Pilgrim, which I wanted to get, but I thought I'd better save some of my money because I hadn't gone in the works yet. I might have spoiled myself a little bit in the Leicester works. The Last of the Wilds by Trudy Canavan. This is book 2 in the Age of the Five series. I picked up book 1 in a swap earlier in the year because I'm constantly hearing good things about her. From Notting Hill with Love Actually by Ali McNamara, who is one of those chick lit authors I keep hearing fantastic things about. Leicester's The Works branch had the entire I Am Fae series. I have no idea if I'm going to like them, because I'm very touch and go with young adult paranormal romance. I get a bit bored of teen angst, basically. But I did win the first 3 books in a giveaway last Christmas from Myra Inc. So I was quite happy to just complete that little collection. I nearly missed this one. I'd already looked on the table and then it caught my eye. Dragonbound by Thea Harrison. I keep being told to read this one, and I'm more than happy to oblige. I have described it to my boyfriend as dragon shapeshifter porn. There we go. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency by Douglas Adams. I really love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And the last one I found in the work, The Reality Dysfunction by Peter F. Hamilton. He is a British science fiction writer and he writes space opera. So we went into game, which always gives me a headache because it's packed. And I managed to be one of the only people ever to walk into a game and come out with a book. Magician by Raymond D. Feist, which is another of the classic fantasy epics, but trust me to be the only person to go into game and come out with a book. Okay, last but not least, do you recognise this little fella? This is my Kindle. Yep. I've picked up a fair few freebies and a fair few deals and all sorts, so I will have to list those below. That's it. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.